driving the R56 2007 Cooper S, Dave Bunting behind the wheel, and we are actually in absolutely gorgeous scenery in Arizona, south of Phoenix, I believe. We've got a couple minis in front of us, a braking SUV in front of that. Dave, what are your impressions so far?
I really like the driving experience. It seems pretty responsive. I think that, like we noticed that they lost the purple out of the exhaust.
Yeah, the crackle and pop is gone. That's really unfortunate. But I think the car sounds good. It's got a different character to it now. There's some interesting fit and finish issues I've seen, and these are early cars, so you can't really judge totally. I mean, these are essentially prototypes for the U.S. market, but I mean, this down here, you can't really see on the video, but I mean, there's a huge gap, and you can see way down in there. I think I can see the engine if I look hard enough. So, you know, there's some little issues like that. This plastic plate, it still doesn't look great. It looks a little better in person for some reason to me than it does in photos, but it really is questionable. Other little things that are interesting. There's not really a whole lot of little nooks and crannies, and I guess this is coming from someone who has a parcel shelf in his car, so that's sort of the ultimate nook and cranny. But you've got down here underneath the controls, the toggles, and you've got back here some space. Otherwise, you really don't have a whole lot other than the door pockets.
And the door pockets seem a little harder to access.
Yeah, they're a little harder to access, and they're not as deep as they once were. So, where you
or as wide.
CDs, yeah, or as wide. But the nice thing is, there's a ton more legroom. I mean, I'm 6'2", and I've got plenty of sort of knee room now, whereas I didn't really have as much before, and a lot of it has to do with this center stack getting a lot thinner. So I think that's a definite improvement. The center speedometer growing in size, you know, it doesn't really bother me, and I think the interior as a whole looks great. It's something that, you know, in person, I guess it sort of is a little bit more cohesive, comes together, for me at least, pretty well.
Yeah, I think that the interior, the only problem I have with the interior is the center stack, but the rest of it, I'm in love with. I would totally get this red lounge leather.
Yeah, yeah, the seats are, I would say, more bolstered, side bolstered. I wouldn't really say that there's a huge improvement beyond that, but they feel good. I mean, the current mini seats aren't bad. I don't think they're great. I think a Recaro, I would take a cloth leather Recaro for the same cost as this lounge leather any day of the week. I think that's really, for me, the holy grail of the mini seat. But otherwise, I think the interior is really fantastic. I'm very pleased with it.